All right, guys. I want to welcome everyone over that would be coming possibly from Uncle Smokey's live stream. I was on there with him a little bit, and he said he was going to be ending that live stream. So I would like to continue the live stream. So huge shout out to Uncle Smokey for everything that he has done today, guys. That is truly amazing. The stuff Uncle Smokey has on his live stream. Wow. I had to go back and rewatch it. There is some stuff that like I possibly missed because I unfortunately didn't get to catch everything. All right, here we go. Making sure we're live here. Welcome in, Nick, man. Let's freaking go. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right, guys. All right. Get it live here. Getting everything set up. Sometimes it lags a little bit here, but we'll catch up here. Let me refresh it here, guys. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm going to welcome everyone in that is coming from Uncle Smokey's live stream. Man, like I said, that's going to be one we have to go back and watch because, yeah. I seem really excited about what John Berta said. Like I said, I didn't get to catch every single thing that he said. Yeah, so I just want to keep the chat going. If people want to have questions and talk, that's what we're here to do. Yes, it was. Jay, that was definitely a great interview. Like I said, huge props to Uncle Smokey for getting us that valuable information, getting John Berta to like talk to us like that. That's what we want. That's why we have the Berta we trust, man. And George we trust. I trust those people. What's going on? So there's a lot of speculation out there. I believe Smokey covered it. John Berta pretty much confirmed, guys. There was a lot of people worried. Now, I did do 3 videos today. Yes, there is so much information. I wanted to keep the videos as short a time as possible in case you only wanted to know about certain information. If you want to watch all 3, go ahead. That'd be great. You're here on the live stream. We could recap a little bit of those videos as well. But tomorrow, these next couple of weeks should be very interesting. There's so much that's going to happen. Now, going forward here, guys, John Berta confirmed. A lot of people scared because the bus at AST is apparently full. Now, I want to go here to Houston Wade. I'm going to go to his community tab because we went over this in one of my videos, but let's go over here in the stream. So this is what a lot of people's afraid of. The biggest problem is if indeed we find out that AST has already had the 165 million shares registered. Okay, so what happens to my shares in Fidelity? What happens in my shares in TradeStation? What happens with your shares at your brokerages? What happens? Do they just disappear? No, they cannot disappear. Those brokers are required to deliver us a real Nextbridge share. They are liable for that. And if they can't do that, they're going to have to put a price up that makes us want to buy. That's right. They have to give a price that we want. That's right. They have to buy us out. And if they can't, the price goes up and enough people don't sell, they have to raise the price again. You know, I think they were saying that they may start the price out at 3. See how many people sell at 3 in a panic. Then they may raise it to 6. Maybe some more people say, I'll cut a loss and take it. Then they may raise it to 10. They may just constantly do this. Or they may let it freaking trade on the open market, guys. We've been talking about future meta millionaires and, you know, really getting excited about it. And here it seems like it could be a reality. Everything changes day by day, though. So keep that in mind. Day by day, this all changes. One day we're on a high. The next day we're down the low. So you got to be ready. Not only did we talk about being prepared for the wild swings of the share price, but be prepared for the wild emotional swings, because these emotional swings are very, very, like, you know, tough to deal with, guys. Very tough to deal with. One day we get the FINRA approval. We're on an all-time high. And the next thing we know, they short us down to death. they still short it down when they know they had those days to cover, and they didn't cover. They short it to the last day, get the FINRA halt, and they screw us. That's what they did. They screwed us. All right, guys. Everyone coming in, if you could smash thumbs up, be active down here in the chat. I love to see it. I appreciate everyone's support. There's just like so much information out there. It is unreal. Every day is going to be like information overload right now until this thing gets situated. But the good thing is, Berta did clarify this. Our shares are just not going to disappear, guys. They are not going to disappear. So that's very exciting. I just put out a video here where John Berta talks about the Optimus Prime. I'm not going to read everything, but I'm going to go down here to the very ending of it and just simplify it here for the live stream. Me personally, yes, rather be skinning. Yes, I just went live. Hey, welcome in there, Jenny. So like I said, Uncle Smokey was towards the end of his live stream. I'm like, hey, I feel like getting on here for a little bit, talking as well, and just kind of go over my thoughts and opinions. Like I said, we've been cranking out the videos, getting the information out there. Let's see, Meal here comments. Just got off the phone with Ameritrade, and they told me at the moment they would not be allowing trading on MMTLP, but they said I can call them tomorrow. Okay. We'll see what happens on that. All right. Yeah, everyone screenshot your portfolio if you have a screen recording app, or you can if you can record on your laptop, your computer, you can record off your phone to have proof of your brokerage, what's in there. So they have to pay. I got screenshots. I'm thinking about doing like an actual screen recording here on my laptop, just so I have, screenshot proof. I will have video proof, record it here on my laptop for proof, because I would like to say I can trust Fidelity and TradeStation, but if it could put them underwater and a lot of loss, you don't know what they're going to do. You just don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. Are we going to expect calls from brokers tomorrow? I honestly don't know. There's so many possibilities of what can happen. I mean, FINRA could open up trading. And next thing you know, MetaMaterials could push back the dates. They could push it back 5 days, 10 days, whatever. I think they, Joseph says, dude, I had a total emergency and had to miss the John speaking. Anyone have it recorded? It is on Smokey's live stream. So let me go here. I'm pretty sure Smokey is probably... Yeah, he just finished his live stream. And I believe it might have been the last 30 minutes or so, I believe.
So you're seeing how...
Finding out today on a call that...
Supposed to support the best interests of retail investors...
There we go. So anyway, I'm going to put... looks like he did get John there a little bit in the beginning. So I got to go back and watch all this too. But Smokey... I did not see the whole interview, guys. I had some family stuff going on, but I am going to go back here tonight. It looks like
on the market and facilitate trades on a fair, free stock market. So I ask you, now that I clarified why we
there we go.
That call.
There we go. So he has John Berta there on the Microsoft Teams. Pretty cool, guys. So it looks like Berta gets on around the...
And then here is the explanation what a U3 halt code is. Now, trading cannot be done on the last 2 days.
Now, Berta does get on. He had Berta on for about 30 minutes. And he was in here in the beginning, too. He had an interview with Ham. He had a Ham short seller interview as well, guys. And he had that. But this last part here he has him for was about 30 minutes.
That were given and why. We were all aware it would be sell to close only longs and buy to close only short. Retail did not start this illegal mess, but we sure did pay attention. It starts and ends with FINRA fraud, a body of regulators that are supposed to support the best interests of retail investors and the companies listed on the market and facilitate trades on a fair, free stock market. So I ask you, now that I clarified why we, the MetaFam, are so upset, is there a chance you would like to hear more about this web called MMAT, MMTLP? Because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, I am going to release this whole thing. It looks like I got a couple of little small corrections to make on there. I think that's not too terribly bad for putting this together in about a day. But this is being, you know, spread, guys. This is going to be spread. I think this is huge.
Just waiting for this part here.
Let's see here.
When Berta hops on.
Let's see. Do we got anything? Nothing yet. We're still waiting. It seems like your mic is low, Smokey. Turn up volume. Wow, again?
Yes, agreed. Berta is the MMTLP.
How's this? Is this better? My volume's now very loud. If anybody thinks I'm really loud now, just turn your volume down. Just the tip. All right. So anyway, that's basically the rundown on what this 31-page document is. Again, I will be releasing this to the public. I can put this on my Discord channel. I can make an email or something or other, and I can do this on the cloud, and it'll rain down DD. We'll put it in the clouds, and we'll rain down DD. Meow, meow. Thank you very much. Saham Abdagarani, okay, from Carysdale Capital, bends over and lets horses plow his starfish because he's such an awesome guy. That's funny. Shit. My ears.
I know it's just a couple more minutes in. He's there.
Hang on. Let's see here.
There it is.
I've got a John Berta. Hang on 1 second. Hey, John.
There we go. So basically about 151. So here we go. Let's share this. Copy. And I'm going to go to my live stream here, guys. So that way you will have this to watch the John Berta. All right, here we go. There we go. Paste. And oh, I didn't want to do that, but all right, let me see here. Paste. So Berta at 1:51. Well, 1 hour, 51 minute. There we go. And we will pin that. There we go. There we go, guys. Boom. Perfect. Okay, cool. We got that on there. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. We like doing these for the live stream. I think we need to do a poll. That's right. We love to do a poll here on the live stream. Let's see here. Why is this? Oh, I got to get my live chat. Sorry, guys. All right. Live chat. There we go. Yeah, why is this like... Okay, there we go. Scroll that down. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why this advertisement's up here, but yeah. Hey, well, advertisement's there. All right. I think we need to do some polls here. So let's add a poll. We're going to engage with the audience on the poll, guys. That's right. So let's start a poll. We're going to start it simple. We're going to start it simple. Just a quick yes or no. Are you excited? MMTLP, are you excited for tomorrow? There is the poll. We will let that poll go here. And we will check back on the poll. All right. So we'll let that go. And we'll come back to it. In the meantime, we're going to scroll. Right Brain Trader is live as well. I'll let him do his thing. I'll let Right Brain do his thing, guys. All right, let's go here to the home. And let's scroll through some Twitter here. G Naviri 93, thank you so much. Thanks to your buying, we're going to be meta millionaires. I surely hope so, man. You know, it was kind of like a catchphrase. I felt like it could have been true because I really had strong beliefs in MMTLP, and then I had the strong beliefs in the double squeeze at MMAT. I thought it was possible. I never thought it could be possible with MMTLP, man. I just never thought just straightly MMTLP. I thought it would take double MOAS. But we still can't celebrate too far yet because Uncle Smokey, welcome in, brother. Appreciate you stopping in. Look at that. There we go, guys. See, Smokey's not here. He's in the chat. Smokey's typing and I'm here. We're not the same guy as Smokey said, guys. Not the same one. All right, so I'm excited for tomorrow. Now, I will be at work, unfortunately, all day, guys. It's the busy time of year for me. December is a busy month for me at my job. We got a lot of work to do. Trust me. I am going to do my best tomorrow to get information out through Twitter. I probably will not be active on YouTube at all until I get off of work and all that stuff, but I'll be excited to get on here tomorrow and give you all the information that I get. My lunch break, I will, depending on what goes on, if there's no information out there going on, I will try to call TradeStation and I will try to call Fidelity if I have enough time on my lunch break, and I'll do my best to record those phone calls and give you that information. Clark says, we will hold you down. Look at this here. We got HC says probably quit by the end of it. That would be amazing. That would truly be amazing. But honestly, though, I know it's crazy, but I do love my job. But I do love my YouTube as well. I love everything I do, guys. I do. I love YouTube is like my number one. I do love YouTube. I love YouTube. Always wanted to be a full-time YouTuber. I love it. All right. There we go. Stop. Told my people, told my boss I'm sick so I can trade tomorrow if TD. Yeah, I did do a video on TD. It does appear that TD, as of right now, is not even going to let people trade, even if it comes back up. Jenny, you're a happy man. Yes, I tried to be happy. Absolutely. I try to be happy. Always try to look on the positive side of things. And hearing what John Berta had, I still have to go back and watch the Uncle Smokey interview with John Berta, the whole thing. I think I missed part of the beginning. I caught part of the end. So I will be watching that after my live stream. I just figured I'd get on here and talk with everyone for a little bit and go over some stuff. Looks like tomorrow, guys, we do got to draw awareness to this. Syntax. Let me go find her post on this. Let's see. Here it is. So here's Syntax post. I'm going to retweet this. So this is on my page. Chat tomorrow at 9:15 Eastern Time. Let's discuss MMTLP and FINRA. Please join me. We will discuss any updates while supporting one another. And there it is. So that's going to be exciting, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to hop in there. If I am able to, I will. All right, Smokey's giving us some good stuff down here. Berta said they will probably start trading again tomorrow. That's pretty exciting if the halt lifts. I do think it'd be kind of like illegal for brokers to not let you trade. If the FINRA is allowing it, how could they not let it trade? At least let it close only, you know? I understand they take away the buy button. We kind of expected the buy button to go away so the shorts could cover. We did expect that. But not to let you close, that doesn't make any sense. That just doesn't make any sense. All right. Let's see here. Chicken nuggets. 80K, baby. 80K. Yeah, and I agree here. They can't stop trading. They have a contract with FINRA. Agreed. Yeah, so Joseph talking about Weeble. I did put a video out showing, well, it was in my video of Craig Dubs showing you how to remove the share lending. I can probably pull him up. I think it's this Dubs for you. This Dub. Yeah, he has a video here. You saw that. I don't have, yeah, so I just want to make everyone aware. If you have share lending on, I think I did retweet this. You want to go to your stock lending program and turn it off. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, you want to do the, what is it here? Manage brokerage account and go to stock lending, guys. That's what you want to go to on Weeble. Yeah, so make sure all of you have that done. How do we check it on TradeStation? God, I haven't been in my TradeStation to look for that. I don't want to hop off the stream because I'd have to get off here and do that. But let's see. Let's go back to the poll here real quick. All right, guys. So here's the poll. We have a total of 189 votes. There you go. Started that poll 6 minutes ago. And it says, MMTLP, are you excited for tomorrow? 189 votes, 83% yes, 17% no. I think the 17% no is probably people that's scared and don't know what's going to happen. And I can understand that. Absolutely. Jenny says we need a third option for a poll. Well, that was just the first poll. We'll go ahead and end that poll. We'll get the results up there. There we go. All right, let me move the box here as we did before. I think that it looks kind of funny, so we'll do this. There we go. Boom. That looks a little bit better. All right, now, next poll. Everyone in the comments, what should be our next poll that we do for the chat? What should be our next poll? Someone give me an idea for the next poll. What question? Oh, yeah, there's a good one. How many short shares? How much are we selling for? Will FINRA lift a halt? All right, let's go with that. Let's go with the FINRA halt first. We're going to keep these polls quick. Will FINRA release U3 halt? Then we're going to do our polls overrated. Well, it depends on what poll it is. We love polls around here. All right. Everyone loves answering my polls around here. So yeah, we'll release the U3 halt. There's the next poll. We'll let that go up for a few minutes. We'll see how that baby looks. And all right. All right. I like to get the viewers involved. That's why I like doing these polls, guys. I think it's pretty good. Do you need to switch any settings in Charles Schwab? I don't have Charles Schwab. I don't think I've seen anyone on the Charles Schwab. Hey, Ron, welcome in, buddy. Are you original holder from day one? I am not an original Torchlight holder. I got mine initially through MMAT1 options. Before MMT, well, let's put it this way. I was not a holder through the Torchlight merger of MetaMaterials. I was covering it then, but I literally only had like a week or two notice of the company. I didn't have much research on it, and I wish I would have knew more back then because I would have bought more. But anyway, I missed out on that boat, and there was information out there that you could get the Torchlight. This wasn't even MMTLP, guys. This is way before MMTLP was even created. So there was an MMAT1 options out there that I could do through Fidelity. And if you bought those MMAT1 options, you could exercise those call options, and you would get 100 shares of TRCHP, which was the Torchlight preferred share. And, all right, let's see here. And welcome everyone, and thank you all so much. All right, so let's go back here to the poll. That's been up for a few minutes. 126 votes. Wow, so far, no. People's thinking no. Wow, I found that very interesting. FINRA will not release the U3 halt. Very interesting. I think I kind of want to continue on this. So, if the majority so far, it's like 50-50, man. 52 to 48. A lot of people don't think that people's going to have this here. Wow. All right. So we're going 53%. Wow. I'm excited because, like John Berta confirmed, they have to give us what we bought. They have to give us Nextbridge. This whole situation, man, has been crazy to deal with. 148 votes, 149 votes. Wow, this is crazy. It must have 50-50 down the line. I thought it would have been more yeses. So if this is going like this, let's see here. If you can't pay, you must delay. Absolutely. Ian Carr. Absolutely. Barry. Still don't want to see Terry's poll. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So 167 votes. It's basically a 50-50, man. There's like 48% saying yes, they will release it. 52% says no. All right, so we got 170 some votes coming in. The poll is rigged. I don't know how the poll can be rigged. It's just individual people voting, but we'll see on that. All right, so we'll go ahead and end it here, man. But we're still getting votes coming in. If I still see votes popping in, I'll keep the poll open. Yeah, I think we do got to have a little bit of somewhat realistic prices here. 182 votes. Wow. They're jumping up. If I see it like go by for like 20, 30 seconds with no votes, then I'll go ahead and end the poll. Fidelity, yeah. So Bordeaux, I can confirm that Fidelity said, wow, 196 votes now. Wow. So Fidelity has confirmed if FINRA releases the U3 halt and this baby begins trading again, they will allow it. Fidelity will let it trade. And it's confirmed Robinhood will let it trade. TD Ameritrade will not so far. I don't know how they can take that. Jenny said she'll take 1,000. I'll take 1,000 as well, absolutely. I think that post I showed you earlier where someone said, 509 was a pretty fair value. Because of tax purposes too, man. You got to remember, we were going to get Nextbridge. My theory behind Nextbridge is that we're going to get a non-taxable event. And if I have to take a taxable event on a price, then I need compensated for that because Uncle Sam's going to get his taxes, man. And I'm not going to get that tax-free event through a spinoff and, a share exchange through, say, an ExxonMobil or someone like that. All right. We're basically 50-50 right now. 216 votes, man. I mean, we're literally like down. I mean, it says 362 people in the chat. We got almost 220 votes, and it is literally 50-50. We'll end this poll. So we're going to end that poll, and I already got my next question for the next poll. 50-49, 222 votes. So if people's 50-50 on the FINRA, the next question is, will Meta extend the dates of MMTLP spinoff? I cannot type tonight. So we're 50-50 in that. So will MetaMaterials extend the dates of the spinoff? Yes or no? Let's go with that. Boom. There we go. So if we're 50-50 on the FINRA releasing the U3 halt, will MetaMaterials extend the date to give the shorts time to, in a sense, get a fair price for our MMTLP? Will they release it? Will they extend the dates is what I want to say. That's saying if the AST is currently filled with, if they are filled with shares, and that means all of the shares in our current brokerages need bought up and accounted for. Something has to give here, guys. They can't just take them away. They can't just take our shares away. They have to deliver us Nextbridge. So we got some votes popping in here. So this one's looking a little bit more. Question is, will MetaMaterials extend the dates of the MMTLP spinoff? So far, we got 156 votes in the first minute, and we are, I like the number, we are 69% yes, 31% no. Exactly. They have to reconcile these books. This was SEC approved. This was FINRA approved. Then they halt it and try to screw everyone over. They have to do it, guys. They have to do it. We'll let this question up. We'll give it like 5 minutes. When it hits past 5 minutes on the poll, then I will keep an eye at the votes still keep coming in. Was dividend still in the plan? Well, the dividend is a possibility. They can never guarantee about a dividend. There's always a chance that they could, develop the land and try to run a business out of it. Absolutely. That is always a possibility. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't really believe that's going to happen. Now, if they do that, it's because they believe there's maybe another pay zone on the oil and gas land that they believe that could be more to bring more value. They want to develop that land because, as you know, with oil, proved reserves is more valuable than, non-proved reserves. So if they feel they can get more money out of it for shareholder long value, I'm all for it. Absolutely. But I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. My theory behind this, just my current theory, I could be right or wrong on this. MetaMaterials currently has that $250 million shelf offering out there that they can, drop at any time to raise $250 million. I think there's a buyer lined up for MMTLP because they know what was the plan. What was the plan? George said it 2 years ago now. What was the plan? He hopes that people would take, a portion of their dividend and reinvest it back into MMAT. That would be ideal because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We all get paid, I don't know, $50 to $100 fair value for a share. Could it be $100 to $500 per share? If this baby spikes up, we get a bunch of money. How much percent are we putting back into MetaMaterials? 10%? Would you put 10% of your money back in MetaMaterials? Would you do 20%, 25%? Would you do 50%? That we did that poll before, and I believe it was like very high, actually. A lot of people said 50 to 100% would go right back in the MetaMaterials on that poll I did on a couple streams ago. A lot of people said that. And I'm hoping this situation, just like right here, Bruce says, we demand justice and we demand fairness. That's right. As you know, when you have a short position, you take on the potential of an infinite loss. If you short a stock at 10, if that baby runs to 100, 1,000, and you get margin called, you got to cover it or basically go bankrupt. That's basically what happens. That's basically what happens. So I will be trying to keep an eye on the brokerages tomorrow to see what happens here. So Barry says, from what JB said, Meta will have to go through FINRA to extend. That could happen. They can extend the dates. I'm going to be curious to see if there's a press release in the morning. Julia says, when is the merger? Well, right now we don't really know. Tomorrow was supposed to be the last trading day, but FINRA did a U3 halt on the trading on Friday. So there was no trading on Friday. Screwed everyone over. The shorts right now were not forced to cover. They were definitely supposed to be forced to cover because they had a short position. All right. So here on this poll, we have 243 votes. Will Meta extend the dates for MMTLP spinoff? What broker are most of my shares with? Most of my shares are with Fidelity, and I have some shares with TradeStation. So my plan is, out of those two brokerages, which one do I trust a little more? I kind of trust Fidelity a lot more than I do TradeStation, only because I've been using Fidelity pretty much since I've been doing the stock market. So TradeStation, I only opened that brokerage because when MMTLP was trading, that was the only brokerage I could easily just go in and buy MMTLP without like having to do the phone call through Fidelity. So that was the point on that. All right, so here we got 251 votes. Will Meta extend the dates of the MMTLP spinoff? We have 69% yes, 31% no. So looks like the crowd here, the viewers think they're gonna extend the dates. So we'll end that poll. There's that one. All right, next poll. What's the fair value? All right. Say 1 to 50. Go 50 to 100. $100 to 500. And then we'll go 1,000 and above. Oh. All right, we're going to ask the community, what's a fair value for MMTLP? If your brokerage is calling you, what's your fair value? Be very curious. We got a 4-parter on this poll, guys. So we're going to get some votes coming in. Hot and heavy voting. 76 votes already. The votes are flying in. And the 1,000 and above is winning. Wow. Lee says, Terry, are you wearing pants? I am wearing shorts. I am wearing shorts. Yeah, I wanted to hop on this stream for a little bit and just talk with you guys. And just keep the live stream going from Smokies for people that wanted to still hang on here. He had a lot of people on there. And I know a handful of those people would probably want to continue the stream. Like I said, I put out 3 separate videos today. So make sure you go check all those videos out as we got the poll here still going behind us. Paul V, can we buy once trading resumes? That'll be a no. The buying will be done. If they let trading happen, it'll be closed positions only. So it'll be a close only. You will only be able to sell your shares. Now for me, I'm not selling cheap. Guys, when this ran up to $12, I didn't sell. I'm not selling at $17.20. No way. Think about this. I think fair value is somewhere, I know we say 30 to 60, but the more I think about it, it's probably like 50 to 80. I think it's probably like the 50 to 80 range on Nextbridge, if I'm being fair. Like, I think that's fair. Like $50 to $80 is probably the fair value of the dividend, somewhere in that range, because that's what the natural gas included. So that's my personal opinion. I could be right or wrong. So if I'm intending getting a stock swap, which would be great, they would take that dividend, the estimated value of a Nextbridge share, and convert that to an ExxonMobil share, just for an example. Then my Nextbridge shares would convert to ExxonMobil shares. That is not a taxable event. That is a stock swap. I would not pay taxes on that event. So keep that in mind. Taxes is a huge deal, guys. And if you have a lot of shares and you're getting a potential stock swap, that's great because it's a non-taxable event. But if we take a buyout here, and they buy us out at, say if you get a stock swap and Nextbridge is worth $50 and you get a stock swap, no taxes on that. You holding out ExxonMobil stock. If they pay you $50, you are now paying taxes on that $50. Absolutely. That's huge. And depending on where you live, I know Tony Market Moves is in California. He could be close to 40, 50% on taxes. The average person is probably going to pay 25 to 35% taxes on that $50 per share payout. If if they buy out your shares, or if you get the share and sell it. Because my plan is I told you guys, I want to get the stock swap because I want the oil company stock. Yes. And I want to get those quarterly dividends. And if they do a variable dividend, a special dividend. Now, I know you do pay taxes on the dividend, which is fine. I would take out 25 to 35% for taxes off my dividend earnings. Absolutely. But I'm not getting that huge, chunk of money gone off the stock swap. So that's huge. You got to remember, guys, when you're doing this, taxes is a huge thing. That's something I cannot stress enough. Taxes is huge. So you got to think about that. If I think fair value is like $50 to $80 and I got to pay, if the brokerage is going to let me sell, I got to think about 35% taxes here. And not only that, you got to keep in mind how rare this is right now. There is projected, short shares out there of double X to float, 3X to float. So it could be, 300 plus, 200 to 300 million naked synthetic shares out there that they have to cover. And you got to remember, you got to pay taxes on that if you sell the shares back to, like if I sell my shares back to Fidelity and they offer me a price, I got to pay taxes on that. If I sell my shares back to TradeStation, I got to pay taxes on that. You know what I mean? But if they give me Nextbridge and then I can convert that over to the AST and then they distribute, say they announce the deal with ExxonMobil and I get ExxonMobil shares, there's no taxes. I only pay taxes on the dividends that ExxonMobil pays me. That's huge. Nice. Man, look at that Space Ghost. I am jealous, my man. Florida is no tax. Let's effing go. Wow. I need to move to Florida. Wow. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. Christopher here says, death and taxes. Yep. 37% for short term. Yep. Now, I do have some in my Fidelity account. A nice portion of them is short term. Long term, sorry. I have long term capital gains because I was buying in the beginning of October of last year. And I bought even in November, December. So there's 3 months that I do have of shares that is long term capital gains. But even after that, I have a lot of short term capital gains. Someone's asking how much is long term. I think it really does depend on your state, but I believe it is like 37, somewhere in that range, 30 to 37% taxes. Yeah. And I believe short term is, I want to say it was 17 to 23%. I always like to take out more for taxes. I just do. That's kind of the plan. I always want to take out more. I'd rather have more than not enough. I'd hate to take out taxes all year and be like, well, you didn't take out enough taxes, So I always like to take out more, but you want to, call your, I always say, call your tax professional. Call your tax professional. $35%. Yeah, so, I always said too, if you do this, it wouldn't hurt to take, 50%, 60%, just to be safe, guys. I don't want anyone having to pay crazy. All right, this poll has been up for 7 minutes. And wow. This is, now we only have 300 and some votes, but I like this here. And that's a good point here. I want to point this out. Ordinary angler, federal is based on your annual income. So that will vary for people. If you have if you're making big money, you're going to be taxed higher. If you have a lower income, you will probably be taxed lower. So it all makes it that you got to call your tax professional, guys. So that's my advice for you. Call a professional in taxes. Because once this is all said and done, that's what I planned on doing. I will be asking them about if I don't get the prices I want and we get the dividends from an oil company, which I'm planning on. That's what we're getting. I could be wrong. But I am hoping that we get that. All right. Let's end this poll. It was for 8 minutes. Let's look at this here. Guys, check this out. There it is. Fair value for MMTLP. We had 1,000 and above at 51%. $100 to $500, 31%, $50 to $100, 12%, and $1 to $50, 4%. 320 votes. Ah, Jenny, you mean TurboTax isn't professional? I don't know. I might not be. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you had like a basic, I mean, it might do good. I don't know. I pay a professional to do my taxes, so that's what I prefer. Is a professional tax specialist to do mine. They go over all my stock stuff, all my YouTube stuff I do here, things like that, PayPal, Patreon, they go over all that. So I just want it done by a professional. You may pay a little more, but it's worth it because you know your taxes are done right. All right. Reddy says, I think if, I'm going to tell you right now, if TD Ameritrade does not allow trading tomorrow and the FINRA lifts the U3 halt, when this is all said and done, there's going to be a lot of people leaving TD Ameritrade. That's true. I can see that happening. Once this whole situation's done, I think people will go to the brokers that allow trading during this. And so far, it appears that Fidelity will be allowing trading. Robinhood will allow trading. Right now, I really like Fidelity. I haven't had any issues with Fidelity. Only the phone call issue, I hate it kind of with MMTLP. Wow, Greg says he just called them. Wow, and they will not do it. Yeah, so all right, what have we been going here? About 40 some minutes. Yeah, it's weird because you would think, you know, they open up the trading and they leave it at $3 or $2.90, whatever it's currently at, and they can get some balance to books. They don't even want to do that. It's like, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, and I do agree here with FBD. I don't like Fidelity has a 5 or 6x max limit. I do not like that. Because as you know, with something like this, it could be very volatile. I mean, literally, if this thing opens up, it could literally go from like $3 to, you know, $50 in a matter of a snap of fingers, and it could shoot the whole way back down. You know, it could literally do that. $3 to $50 back down to $20. And if you could have had a sell limit at, you know, 30, 40, and 50, just for examples here, guys, if you would have had your sell limits at those points, you would have got lucky and sold some shares at those prices. But now it's back down at 20. But the good thing is, if you have it at 20 and you would get another rally, you could then, you know, if you have 20, you could probably go up to $100, $120, the 5, 6x rule. So that'd be kind of nice. Yet again, if it goes from 3 to 50 back to 20, it may go 20 to 200. You don't know with this thing, man. If this has the 200 to 300 million synthetic shares out there, this baby will have some wild swings. Absolutely. All right, we're going to go through the chats here a little bit, letting everyone get their chat up there for the YouTube. Everyone can see their chat. Go over a couple questions here. We did a couple polls, found them pretty interesting. Any word from, I have not heard anything from TradeStation, guys. If I get any word tomorrow, if I get any phone calls, I will follow me on Twitter. That's where you're going to want to follow me tomorrow. I will not be on YouTube until after work, guys. So, guys, we are approaching here. Let me move this box. There we go. So we are approaching 5,000 followers. Go follow me at TerryZ247. Go follow me officially. We are approaching 5,000 followers, guys. We need 169 followers. That's where I'll be posting updates tomorrow throughout the day, guys. So if I get any calls from Fidelity, if I get any calls from TradeStation, if I get emails, or I think I have text alerts through both of those as well, I believe. Like I said, I will be on there. So it looks like Right Brain, Larry Fitzpatrick says Right Brain Trader will be live in the AM. I know we got Syntax. We'll have a Twitter space. So depends on which one you prefer, the Twitter space, the YouTube. You have a lot of options out there. I'm not sure who else will go live. Let's see. All right, so Smith, yeah, and I still got to go watch the whole Smokey thing with John Berta. So I'll probably get ready to end the stream here. We did about 50 minutes. I just wanted to get on here and let people get, there's a lot of questions at this point. So I just wanted people to get an opportunity to get their voice heard. That's why we do these live streams, because I love communicating with you guys. I love getting the word out there. Yes, I love you guys, man. That's what we're in this together. I haven't sold a single share. I have not sold a single share of my MMAT. I haven't sold a single share of my MMTLP. Haven't sold a single share. I'm not going to. My brokerages are responsible for giving me what I bought, and that is the right to a Nextbridge share. And if they can't deliver me my Nextbridge share, they have to give me a fair value, and they may not like my price of a fair value. I'm going to leave it with that. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Hope you all have a great night. Go get some nice, much-needed rest for tomorrow. It's going to be a heck of a day. I got to, like I said, here in the pinned comment of this live stream is the Uncle Smokey clip with the timestamp of John Berta. So make sure in Smokey's live stream at 1 hour and 51 minutes is the one-on-one interview with Uncle Smokey and John Berta. So make sure you go watch that. And at the beginning of his live stream is where he had the interview with Ham Short Killer and John Berta as well. So, all right, guys. I cannot wait to see y'all tomorrow night on here, and it's going to be exciting times. I'll catch y'all in the next one, guys. Peace.